Hey guys, so I just got done with my Max 30 workout and I wanted to make a video. I actually just restarted Insanity Max 30 this week, and today was sweat intervals. And for anyone who's done Max 30, you know that the first time you do sweat intervals, you're just like, and it's a mind game to keep through it. And so is all of Max 30. And what it reminded me and what I was thinking of post workout is how many coaches do max out in their business before they've truly maxed out. You're basically you're giving up before you're really done, if that makes sense. So like with Insanity Max 30, when I'm doing my workout, usually wanna max out during the warm up, especially if you're putting in, all your effort. But truth be told, if you just keep pushing through, that pain that you're feeling, it goes away, and your max out can go so much further. So, while I wanted to max out about 5 minutes in, I made it to about 13 minutes and 50 seconds because every time I felt like I was ready to max, I was about to max out, I just pushed myself that much further and that much harder because I didn't want to max out before I was ready. I wanted to show that I gave it my best. So I kept pushing through. And with coaches, a lot of times it's the same way for us as coaches. We join this business and we feel like we want to quit because we feel that we've reached our max. And let me tell you, I've been there. But what I found out was that when you're feeling overwhelmed by things, a lot of times it's just your attitude. A lot of times it's your mind. Your mind is saying, you know what, I'm done. I've tried. I ran this challenge group and nobody participated. And I post daily and nobody's responding to the things that I say. Nobody cares. Nobody takes me seriously. I'm not in good enough a shape to be a coach anyway. I've been there. I gave it a shot when I wasn't really at my fitness goal, and I felt that way too. But the thing is, I realized that I wasn't really trying. If you're giving up just because you have one, if we as coaches gave up because we had one challenge group that was silent, nobody on this team would be here. I can guarantee you, I wouldn't be here. I would have given up before almost every single person that's still on this team, except maybe Courtney Lodgley Blair. I would have given up, before anyone else on this team had even, started helping me pay it forward. We all have quiet challenge groups and we all just want to give up. We all have coaches who sign up and they're excited and they're fired up. They want to be diamond tomorrow and they quit. We all have coaches who sign up and just pay that sign up fee and they say they're going to order, Shakeology and start becoming a product to the product, but they don't and they never get started. And we all have coaches who join new coach basics groups and they're fired up and then they don't get started. And that's okay. You know what? I have joined coach training groups that I didn't really finish. I've run challenge groups that were silent. I've had coaches quit. I've had Emerald coaches quit. I've had tons of coaches quit over the past almost 3 years. But I've also had tons of coaches realize the opportunity that this was and push through those hard times, push through those quiet challenge groups, push through coaches who quit, push through, hard financial times. Yeah, it sucks when, your bills are low and maybe you feel like you can't afford Shakeology that month. I I understand completely. My life flipped upside down last year. I really haven't even gone into the details of all that at this point, but to be honest with you, it was really messy financially, and I basically traded almost 100% of our finances, including what I had earned from Beachbody. I kept my Beachbody account very minimal because, it was a joint account, and I basically lost over 25 grand of savings and income that we had, and I left the house on about $500 to start my life over, and it was very difficult. And to be really honest with you, I felt maxed out. I didn't know if I wanted to work out anymore. I didn't think I could afford Shakeology anymore. I felt like a failure, even though I'd seen success as coach. I built this awesome team, but I was so broke that it didn't matter why I was. It didn't matter that it wasn't because I failed as a coach. It didn't matter what the reason was. I felt defeated, and I had actually hit my max. And it sounds dramatic, but when you actually hit your max in max 30, it feels the same. You feel so defeated because every time you try to go back and start over, it just gets harder, and you feel more defeated, and you max out again, and you try to go back and you max out again, and it's not easy. It sucks. But I pushed through, and I got my Shakeology every month because I knew that it was good for me. I knew that I needed it. I knew that it helped with my cystic fibrosis, with my digestion. I knew that it kept me on track nutritionally. I knew that it gave me energy. I knew it was a healthy choice I could make. And to be honest, last fall I was not making a lot of healthy choices, but the Shakeology, it kept me on track. And so what I just want to say is that you're not alone when you feel maxed out in your business. There are other people, just like when you do max 30 in the video, there are people maxing out everywhere. And there are people maxing out everywhere in this business. So if you feel defeated because you're not a diamond coach yet, or you feel defeated because you're not going to Cancun next, today or tomorrow, and that's what I get for registering late. There's a story behind that. I was actually supposed to be moving to Italy, and it didn't work out. We're a military PCS, so I procrastinated, and I didn't register. I made excuses. I couldn't afford a ticket from Italy to Mexico. It was silly, but so I waited like 3 months, and it's just a mess. But so I didn't get off the wait list in time. So bye free trip to Cancun. But that I want to go on that trip. I'm so sad that I didn't register. And you feel all these reasons to give up and to accept your max out early, when the truth is, like I said earlier, to come full circle, a lot of times whenever we think that we've maxed out, we've not really given it 100% effort. And with coaching, if you're not doing those vitals daily, if you're not a product of the product, you're not drinking Shakeology, you're not doing a daily workout, you're not doing your invites daily. And that means, yes, messaging 3 new people, adding 3 new people to your network, inviting 3 new people. You don't have to invite 3 new people to pay $200 for a challenge pack. If you're a brand new coach, get a little confidence first. Invite them to join a free squat challenge. Do something to build that confidence up and get them to trust you as, as their coach and as a leader. But you do have to send those 3 invites, because if you're not pushing through. So you're not even really maxing out. You're just giving up early. So And personal development. You have to do personal development, because let me tell you that if you're not doing personal development in those weak moments, like when you think you're going to max out early, you're going to give up because you're not mentally strong. Personal development gives you belief. It helps you find your purpose. It keeps you mentally strong, and it grows you as a person. And let me tell you something. I'm not the same person that I was even 6 months ago, and anyone can tell you that. Thanks to personal development, I've completely turned myself around from the person that I was 6 months ago, a year ago, because I was going through a hard time, and I let personal development go to the side. And even then, I was a much better person than I was 2 years before, whenever I was out of shape, and all I did was call myself fat and ugly, and I spoke horribly to myself. Personal development got me through that. So what I just want to let you know, because I've seen a lot of it lately, feeling defeated about challenge groups, feeling defeated because you haven't reached diamond, feeling defeated because you haven't reached emerald. Let me just tell you, if you want to hit your max, and it's weird because hitting your max when you know you've given it your best, there's nothing more gratifying. Nothing feels better than pushing through and hitting that max when you know you gave it all you have. So if you want to hit your max in this business and feel amazing, and then after you've reached that max, you go digging back for more, this is what you need to do. You need to send those invites, and you need to not care what anybody thinks. You have to do it fearlessly. People might judge you. I don't care. People judge me all the time. People can think what they want to. If people are looking down on me, that's only because I'm above them. And I don't say that to be rude, but people don't judge people. People judge people out of insecurity. I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not perfect. I expect anyone else to be perfect. So you send those invites, and you send them fearlessly. Nobody's going to be worried you think they're out of shape because you send them an invite. If you're inviting someone that you know, that's your friend, someone you would invite to your birthday party, you just shoot them over an invite like, hey girl, I'm running this super fun challenge group, or accountability group is much better. It sounds less challenging. I'm running this super fun accountability group. It's, going to be me and 5 other ladies or 10 other ladies, and, we're going to be doing a workout each day. We've got the calendar. We know exactly what to do. We're going to be, following this meal plan, replacing a meal a day with chocolate Shakeology. I love it. It's delicious. It's like the best breakfast ever, and it's really helped with XYZ, my digestion, my energy, my whatever it is, because you have to customize it to yourself. And I thought of you because I really want a fun group of ladies to do this with, and I want you to be part of that. I think it'd be awesome. I love your energy. When you send out invites like that, people are like, really? She thought of me? That's so cool that she thought of me as a fun person she'd want to do this with. And it's the same way you send out those coach invites. And then, when you're in your groups with these people that you really think are awesome, then that's where you're gonna, grow your coaches, is right there in those groups. And it's all about empowerment. And then you do that personal development, even on the days you don't want to. And honestly, the days you don't want to do personal development are the days you need to. And, you drink that Shakeology even when it's tough. Even when you've had all your calories for the day, you drink that Shakeology anyway. Because it's, you know what I mean? Would you skip your vitamin at the end in the morning if you knew you were going to eat X amount of food that day? No. This is your nutritional goodness. You freaking drink that Shakeology. And you do your workout in the morning, whether you want to or whether you don't. Because when you make excuses for yourself, you make it easier for everyone around you to make excuses. You're the inspiration, you're the leader, and you can do this. So, my challenge for you today is to push yourself. Not just to max out if you're doing max 30, but to max out in your business today. I want you to push so hard today and push so hard the rest of this week that there's no possible way that you could do any more. And then when you feel maxed, you wake up tomorrow and you do it again. And you wake up the next day and you do it again. Because that's what we do as coaches. We're constantly pushing ourselves to our max and pushing others to be their best selves too. And it's not always easy. And we don't always feel like it. But it always makes you feel amazing when you're done. And it's always worth it.